Hi everyone. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about writing. So, what I want to teach you today is that just like there's different kinds of flowers and there's different kinds of dogs and there's different kinds of desserts, there are also different kinds of writing. And for a lot of the school year, we've been doing narrative writing, which is true stories about yourself. So you've had to think of things that have really happened to you. The new kind of writing that I want to talk to you about is called how-to writing. And I think you're going to really like it, and I think you're going to be really good at it because you're going to want to think of a topic. That's going to be the first step. And you want to try to think of a topic that you know a lot about. We did this a little bit in the beginning of the school year where you wanted to think about something that you know a lot about or something that you know how to do. So, before I show you my example, I wanted to read you some things that you should keep in mind when you're doing how-to writing. When you're going to do how-to writing, that means you're going to show somebody how to do something. And these are the 3 things that you want to remember to include in your writing. You're going to want to tell what to do in steps. Kind of like directions or like a recipe. It has steps. You're going to want to number the steps, and that's just going to help you remember all the steps so that you don't forget an important step. And you also want to have a picture for each step, but that's kind of just like any of our writing. We usually put a picture. That really helps the reader understand what you're trying to say when you put a picture. Okay, so I did an example for you, my how-to book, and I have one of these books that we use in class, but you probably don't have this at home, so you can just use 3 pieces of paper. We usually do 3. And my book is called How to Make a Banana Split. And I did a picture with lots of details. I labeled parts of the picture. And this is what I wrote on the first page. First, you get the supplies. You need yummy ice cream. So first you got to get everything out that you're going to make the banana split with. I have my freezer, ice cream, banana, that's me, and I put a 1 in the corner, and that's to show that that's step 1. You got to get everything out. Get it ready. Okay. Then you scoop the ice cream. Do 3 scoops. And I have ice cream, strawberry, scooper, scoops, bowl, spoon, and this is step number 2. Okay, step number 3, last page. Last, you add the banana and toppings. Whipped cream, cherry, chocolate sauce, sprinkles. And that's how you make a banana split. Okay, so this was my first draft. And even just reading it once more right now, because I just made this a little bit ago, I can already think of some things that I can do better. Well, I could probably even add more details to my writing, pictures. I don't know if my first step really has enough description. I could probably say a little bit more about what supplies. And I can always go back and revise, because remember, we always say when we're done, we've just begun. You can work on this for a long time. You can go back and add to the picture. You can add to the words. You can revise it and maybe cross some things out or maybe add some things. If you run out of room for your writing, you can always write on the back. And just remember to sound it out yourself. That's really important. So I put the alphabet pages on Seesaw. So those are for you to just look at. If you forget what letter makes a certain sound, you can find it on your alphabet chart. And just try to stretch it out. You can stretch out a word 3 or 4 times and make sure that you hear all the sounds and you write a letter for each of those sounds. And that's a really good way to sound out words. And just do that. If you really like your book and you work on it for a few days, maybe add some color. Don't forget those numbers so we know which step. And you might have also noticed that because I'm doing steps, I put special words in the beginning of each step of each page. On this page I said first, then, last, and that kind of helps the reader understand the order of the steps too. So you could include those words in your sentences if you want to. First, then, last. Okay, so good luck and just try it out. Just see what you do and share it with me on Seesaw. Maybe you can teach me how to do something.